G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, I wanted to start here, just because force of habit, but I wanted to go through and explain how to set up your water pumps to turn on and off with your day-night cycle, or with your power availability in your accumulator. It's probably a better way of putting it. So, very easy. Put down an accumulator, hook it up to either directly to a pump or at least to a power pole so you can read the circuit condition later. And literally just wire up everything. Wire up every single pump to this red wire, or green, doesn't matter. Wire up all these guys, and now we can see that the accumulator outputs a signal A. I can change that to whatever I want, and we can now read that signal, and it's got 85% power in there. What I want to do is have these guys to say, hey, if A is below, I'm going to set this one to 30. Copy, paste, paste, paste. This one at least feeds in wood. So I'm going to paste into those two, except I'm going to change you to 50% and have these two kick in at 50%. So we can see power just got down to 30%. And that means all our steam engines kick in, our accumulators recharge real fast up to that 30% mark, and they turn off again. It does mean that our power cycles back and forth like this, you know. It is what it is. I could put in a better system and have it turn on at 50% and turn off at, you know, 30% and have it be a little bit more smart, but frankly, I don't care. That's what it really comes down to at the moment. I don't care. What we will end up doing is we'll stamp down more solar, and then in a couple of stamps, it won't really be a problem anymore. Stamp down that solar and run away and let the bots deal with it. So, steel's up and running. I found a lost iron ore belt up here that I've gone and fed into one more of the furnaces, one more of the smelter arrays. One thing I really want to get done, I want to do it now before we forget again, is I want to get green circuits done. I want to get a productivity moduled green circuit build done. I want to copy that. I want to put it in there. I want to put it in my blueprint library. And I want to go to my blueprint library, put that down there, and then delete that blueprint, please. It's now permanently part of my blueprint library, so it's coming from there rather than from my inventory. You can also go away because you're already in my blueprint library as well. So, we want another 8-8 beacon setup for green circuits. Now, green circuits are a little bit of a nightmare because they need copper wire, or copper cable. Copper wire, one of the two. One's Satisfactory, one's Factorio. Which means I need to get this going here with not a lot of room to move. I've only got 2 tiles on this side and 2 tiles on that side. On top of that, because this way this beacon build actually works, everything needs to be either hard up against one another or 3 tiles away from one another. It's just, I guess, one of the flaws of this setup. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to copy that, we're going to put that there, so it's the correct amount of tiles apart. We're going to use a stack inserter to go from our wire to our green circuits. Now I know the normal ratio is 3 to 2. But because give me power. But because we've now got modules and beacons, as you can see, we've got 3 copper cable machines producing 15 cable, right? And we have a net machine value of 0. Okay, so we're not above, we're not below, we're on a 3 to 2 perfect ratio. Here, because we're the productivity modules and speed beacons, we have almost a 1-to-1. It's actually a little bit short on the copper cable to green circuits. Now, what I can do is I can bring in, so we're going to bring in, say we're bringing the copper on one side, and you just one there, out of my way. We can then bring in the iron on this side. Have you output on both sides. So we're getting both sides of the belt, potentially, if I can spaghetti this incorrectly. How to spaghetti to the other side of the belt? I could do a Puba belt braid. Okay, let's go, no, let's go there to there. So that's copper. We can then bring iron in like this. Yeah, let's do it that way. Have our output like this. So this is feeding the left-hand side of the belt. This is being side-loaded on the right-hand side of the belt. We can then take iron in and out. We can do the same with copper. Have it run the underground. Have this guy run the above ground. And just snake them past one another, so on and so forth. Have our copper cable go straight across via a steel chest. So that's one option. Okay. We'll just take a bit of that. Take a bit of that. Is it populating? Yeah. Put it on the ends so we can see it. So that would go there. That'd be iron. That'd be green circuits. I don't have any copper cable, but you'll just have to imagine there's a copper cable in that box. Okay, so that's one option. Our second option, which... Actually, let's use our existing beacons. Our second option... don't know if I can even get this done. I know I can do it with robots, but I don't want to build stuff with robots at this stage. Is we go like that. So we take our copper cable that way. We take our that's copper, that's iron. So bring our iron. Copper cable's easy enough. Copper cable can go straight through there. Iron can go straight through there if I wasn't on a blue belt. But I have blue belt, so we could use blue belt. That tile, that tile, that tile. Upgrade planer, upgrade planer. And then we have the exact same thing on the output. So this would be there to there. And I can even do side loading, I think. I'm not sure what side of the belt do you output on. You output on the right hand side of the belt, so that would fill the left hand side of the belt. So is that blueprintable? Copy from there to there. And remember, I've got to keep that 3 tile gap. So that's 3 tiles. Otherwise, the beacon... If we go to this beacon, we can see... You can see the assembler lights up with that white circle. That white square around it. It just touches the corner. And if you slide the beacons down a tile... or you slide the assemblers down a tile, you lose that 5.5 crafting speed and that 12 source coverage. Right? Eventually it slides out, just slightly. So that means I can put a substation in there, copy that down, copy that down. This could be done with some red belt just through here. So that's my second option. We can do one with squigglies, or one with lots of undergrounds. Squigglies are way cheaper than undergrounds. My coverage is the exact same. But now you can see we start going positive. So over here, a standard build takes in 5 iron and puts out 5 green circuits, and 7.5 copper for, again, 5 circuits. If we go to this build, which is just, well, actually, this build, which is 2 machines. Hang on, let's get power down here. 2 green circuit machines is 22 iron in for 30 green circuits out, but also 22 copper for 30 green circuits out. It's a massive saving in the copper department. And that's really going to add up fast. I just can't decide which build. Oh, look, it really doesn't matter. So that one blueprints already, we know that. Let's try and blueprint this mess. We want 3 tiles difference. So that's iron. That's copper. Power is just substations every, like so. That can go away. Okay, hang on. Ran out of room. Copy. Paste. Because what you always want to do when you're blueprinting things is you want to get them in a set of 3, and then you want to take the middle one. Because the front one might have some funny stuff, the rear one might have some funny stuff, but if you do them in sets of 3, the middle one, which you've already made sure hooks up correctly to the one above and the one below, should work. Okay. So I need to copy from there to there. Okay, so from there to there. Gonna put that in my inventory so I don't lose it. And then we're gonna make everything go away. And how much green circuits are we outputting currently? Potentially. We're currently doing 60, which is 2 red belts worth, spread over 4 belts. So I want to aim for at least that amount of production. So we're just going to make everything between there and there go away. Which is probably unfortunate because our power probably definitely runs through green circuits. That can run away, that can run away, that can go away, that can go away. Just pack up everything, bots. And this is going to be our new build. 1,500 construction robots. They're all busy. And we've got neighbours coming and saying hello. Because the robots don't have nearly enough to do already. That one's already walled in, but we'll give him an extra gun turret, extra gun turret, extra gun, extra gun. Eventually I will cut off my ammo production because we have... That's on both sides of the belt. Still on both sides. Still on both. There we go. That's where it stops. So we have a lot of ammo on both sides of the belts. It is set to just fill one side of the belt now for sure. But it's going to take some time to filter out. Okay. Most of the crap's gone. So, let's start with... We don't have power. So already there's something missing in the blueprint. Okay. Substation. Oh no, you do have power. Never mind. Oh, but this power pole, that substation... No, that substation will power that one. Okay. So this is copper. This is iron. This is a substation which needs to hook into the rest of the power network. You're running, you're running. You need to be capped to just one stack. See, mistakes have been made already. But that's it, we're running. Okay. And you guys are putting out a full belt each. So, I need to either make it longer or make it twice as wide. Let's go with twice as wide. It's less beacons. Because I'm going to share those beacons. Okay. There you go. You've now got power. So I want... And then actually now that we've done that... are you capped? You are capped. Excellent. So let's move the whole thing up. Yeah, to say there. Okay. So you're our iron belt. You're our copper belt. You're an iron belt. Actually, I should have reversed it. Do I want to reverse it to have iron and copper fed in from this side and green out the middle? That is a logical thing. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'll just underground crap. It's just not worth it. If Factorio devs did provide us a not guaranteed to work because train tracks happen to be on a 2-tile grid, whereas everything else is on 1-tile grid, way to quickly mirror blueprints that worked 90% of the time, that would make our life so much easier. Because yeah, that's the main reason it's not actually included in the base game, because it doesn't really work. It does work, but there are a couple of caveats that sometimes it doesn't work. You know what? If I put you there... Okay. Take that copper, run that copper in there. Like, it's a real mess already. It's fine. Okay. So, we now have... That giant build that we had did 60. This now does 61. So we've already got more green circuits than we had before. And we're just going to double it. Yeah, we're going to double it. Just straight up double it. Okay, hang on. Let's go from there to there. Nope. Control Z. Control Z. Try again. That was a mess. That's it. It works. Okay. Can my personal bots help out with anything? Still waiting for speed modules to be put down. Which we're not making yet. Just for the record, we're not making speed modules. So we've only got what's in our hand and in our network. What we brought from our previous game. Okay. Run speed modules. Okay. Run max rate calculator over the whole thing. No, actually in 2 halves. So let's do this half. This half is using 44 and 44. So it is using a blue belt's worth of materials in, and it's producing 61. So it's producing 2 belts worth out. So if I do that, and we go up and over, up and over, and I actually have 2 red belts worth of output. You, spaghetti your way out of the way, tile, please. Don't go that way, don't go. It's a mistake I'm going to have to fix. Okay. And if I take upgrade planner and I just swipe that side and make everything blue and shiny. Sure, I've still got to feed. I've either got to upgrade back to the bus or I've got to feed two belts worth in and merge. Like I can do that right here with that one and just do that. That'll get me the full throughput I need. Iron, not sure. I can either run another belt or just let's just upgrade backward. As long as I upgrade to the one before it, it should, and you'll see this, it should force everything down to make sure this runs out at a full blue belt speed. Even though it's red belt back here somewhere, it's forcing everything down to this belt. So, if I'm going to double one side, let's double the other side as well. We'll upgrade all of that to blue belt as well. We'll put you on your separate output belt. Huh? Oh. There we go. That looks a bit better. 1, 2, and then new belt. We'll work out the copper line in a minute. Okay. Run that up, run that across, run that there, run that one up, that one across, that one in there. Put that belt there because that would definitely help. Then let's run these two together and down, these two together and down. Everything is so much easier when you got a bit of blue belt. Okay, so that I don't have that tiny bit of a belt. But the principle is all there. That can go away, that can go away, that can go away, that can go away. Actually, all of that can go away. That can go away. That can go away. What else can go away? That's absolutely everything. You needed to be made blue. Once you're made blue, we'll be running. And then we have 4 full compressed green belts. Four fully compressed belts of green circuits. For, I want to say less iron. Well, no, it'd be more iron. It's 50% more iron with about the same amount of copper, but double the green circuit output. So that's a massive saving. Now, we're not going to run at full speed. Like we can't use this many green circuits. Yeah, this is on a per minute mark. So let's change that to per minute. We can now produce 7,300 per minute. We're using 2.1K. But we can now make a lot more. And that's the important thing. We've vastly scaled up our production. Haven't know anything about modules yet. Our oil is dying. Our oil is limited purely by the speed we can get crude in and out. Good news. We can put down a whole bunch of speed beacons, which is something we may do in the next episode. I really would like to get some beacon building done. But then again, our red circuit build is just dead because plastic is dead, because oil is dead, because, yeah. There's always something else to do in Factorio. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was all about the green circuits, but, like, you can see how much of an improvement we made in 20 minutes worth of work. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.